Welcome back to Multiblock Madness, episode 5, I believe. It feels like it's been a while since I recorded anything. I've done a little bit of streaming and I've done a little bit of just kind of playing on my own, watching YouTube series on another monitor. I always like to watch somebody else playing Minecraft when I am. All this stuff I think I did on stream. It's nothing special, just some intro to Britannia and Thaumcraft. I'm going to definitely record between lands because I have never played with it. You can get these pieces and do what it tells you here, or you can cheat and use this token from Craft Tweaker or Content Tweaker to get this. But I want to do it the way you're supposed to, so I won't use that token. If I go back to here, yeah, okay, and then deep learning, I basically started it by making the learner, and I killed one zombie. I don't fully know much about it. Maybe I can take a quick peek at it. But yeah, there's this key, and I killed a couple zombies, and if I kill 24 more, I get advanced. Right now I'm basic. I don't exactly know much about this, and I'm not in a huge rush to learn. Here is my Between Lands tokens, so I do have 2 of the 4 that I need. I don't know why those aren't showing up, now that I mention it. A couple of those should complete, I would think. Oh well. This thing. This was kind of a mistake. I was playing around with prefab because if you remember, this building you get at the start was what was it called? A starter house, and you get it for free, but it requires compressed stone, bundle of sticks, yada yada yada, to get your first house. And you get a couple different types. You can scan through them. I picked that one, and that's what it is. I was looking at this thinking, I wonder what this is on stream. A warehouse, and I built it, and it's quite the process to build some of this stuff. Triple compressed stone, ender chest. But yeah, I placed it, and I placed it with orange glass, unfortunately. I like the color orange, but not those windows in Minecraft. It's kind of a neat little storage room. I'm not going to build it. Or no, not build it. I'm not going to play with it, but it's kind of cool. So yeah, that's something different. This setup here, I'm going to move at some point when I figure out what I want to do. Oh, I started getting into... Where is it here? I started getting to actually additions and growing canola. So using AgriCraft they recommend. Oh, nice. This is an improved seed right here, so let's quickly analyze it. So now we got a 1-2-2. So that's cool. So I believe that's a 1-1-1. And that's a 1-1-1. So I think what I should do is just place that down. Place down that. Oh wow, that grows kind of fast, eh? I'll just drop all that on the ground. What are the odds that I have bone meal on me? Cool, so now that those are max growing, if I put this down, they're going to spread. So I'll leave that for now. I've got a basic immersive engineering setup here to get treated wood. I stole this from a wizard, made this, quest reward, made that. So I think that's it. Now if we go down, this thing's awesome. If you've never seen this before, it doesn't have to be straight up and down. It can take you sideways, and I think like 64 blocks horizontally and 256 vertically. Something like that. But yeah, I guess it's time for a tour. So I'm down at Y level 13, And what I'm envisioning is this just kind of, you know, going out that way, and having different smelting operations. And as my tech improves, I might go more vertical. So yeah, this is Y13. And over here, I got the Tinker's tank, where you can stick all your molten iron, not iron, metal, and it doesn't mix and alloy. And I was using these to make plate casts. I don't like this setup. It's just the best thing I could think of at the moment. And I tried using Ember's tanks, and I was going to put the stamping machine to make gears and plates and ingots. I was thinking about putting it over there, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. I want to be able to mass produce stuff. The Ember Activator was the first tier of energy. I upgraded to the pressure refinery. And so if you put it on a block of coal and surrounded by lava, you get a buff of ×3 multiplier. So that's kind of cool. It uses water, which they recommend in the quest book. Where is it here? Yeah, chapter 2. They say, hey, make this infinite water supply. So that's what I really like about this pack so far, is it's definitely a very good tutorial. Even though it's kind of a bit of an expert pack, it's not super grindy and tough. And the quest book does a really good job of guiding you on what to do next, and even teaching you mods that you don't know. Like, for instance, I didn't know Embers, and I basically learned most of it just by tinkering around and reading the quest book. This was something neat too I didn't know, is Ember actually powers this RF. I didn't think it worked like that, but it does. And it runs this thing, and then it runs the melter. So basically I walk up here with all my ores, I dump them in the hopper, goes into the melter, some byproducts are made into this geologic separator, and then they all get dumped into the smeltery. And that's not connected to that, so that's kind of strange. Oh, well, it must be working. It's empty. And this is how you get into arcane stone from Thaumcraft, is you actually have to get ash blocks, and ash blocks get made from ashes, and you just stick any material in here and it'll make ashes. So I've been putting in just stacks of smooth stone. I've got a compacting drawer with ember shards and ember crystals, and 6 of these shards make 1 crystal. I got a servo one here that's pulling them out, and it's sending them into this hopper, and that's my fuel. It's working great. And I also stuck an upgrade in here, but that's for later. And then if it doesn't go that way, the ember crystals go this way. The melter melts them down really quickly because it's got a high temp of 6,000, and it refills the tank, but it also sends it out. And so here is where I'm going to move my smelteries from up on surface to down here. And again, this is all temporary. Everything that I've got kind of placed in this white zone. Even this diorite's kind of temporary. I'm just using it so I don't accidentally vein mine the whole basement. It just kind of breaks everything up. I haven't decided what building block I'm going to use. But yeah, so what powers this beast is I got a filter here that's sticking this ember grit into this chest here, and grit is used to make scorched blocks from Tinker's complement, I guess. These are the seared blocks. You add the grit to them, it turns into scorched. And then I got the crystal and the shards that both go into this compacting drawer. And this is where the magic happens, down below. I don't know how loud that miner is. I wonder if I should stop it. So right at bedrock, I got the 1 bore miner, and I made room for another one, but I don't think I need it. And I'm using a hopper minecart to drop lava into the hoppers. And there's a filter on here to just take out buckets of lava. And you can see a lava bucket up there on the tooltip. And once this machine uses up the lava bucket, you're left with a bucket, and then it's going to go through this filter back to the fluid tank. When an empty bucket goes in the fluid tank, it goes right here. It gets filled, and then this minecart grabs it and it'll deposit it back. So I thought that was kind of cool. And also, this is cool here. I got a light well that's generating lava and dumping it into this tank. If I go to JEI, where is it here? Mountain tier. The mountain tier. It's got 25 charges and it slowly creates infinite lava when placed in a light well. And if you throw it into lava, it recharges. So the charges only matter if you're using it as an object in your hand and you're placing lava, it'll use a charge. But if you place this crystal into here, it's infinite lava. It just generates slowly. But it's definitely fast enough that I only need one of these. And then of course, there's a straight shot to surface from up there. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. It's a bit of an archaic or a crude setup with a minecart, but it functions well. What I was imagining was when I've got lots of ember up top, I was thinking I would have redstone control to like turn off one of these tracks just to stop this from running and stop that from running because it's so loud. Or it feels like it's loud. It feels like I'm yelling. Like maybe if this gets super full, I'll put a redstone signal and stop it. Haven't decided yet. But I like the idea of that being the heart of my base and powering everything. I just really need to figure out how I want to process my metals because that's what's kind of stopping me right now from progressing. So if you've played Thaumcraft a lot, you can actually skip it or choose to skip it, and they give you the Cheater's Thaumonomicon, and it gives you a large amount of warp, which gives you this quest, which clears all warp that you get. So if you're really sick of Thaumcraft, you don't want to do it, you can go this route. I'm not a huge fan of Thaumcraft, but it's growing on me. The first time I ever played with it was Enigmatica 2, and it is growing on me a little bit. What else did I dive into here? Is it power options? Oh yeah, so you get into immersive. And I can't get into that stuff yet. A leaf power. Interesting. Rock hounding. Oh, so that's the next thing I gotta make is that actually too. And random handy things. Oh yeah, I found that. I don't want those right now. I saw somebody on YouTube using this. It looks like a weapon. It looks like a cool ranged weapon, so I'm gonna have to make one of those. And I really should make this muffler actually. I should have made this before recording the video. So I might go in here and actually grab a few moving things. That's cool. I should make that. I'm actually going to favorite that so I remember. Oh yeah, there was another prefab monster masher. I was curious about what that meant. Double compressed glowstone. I could make this other than the fact that I don't have glowstone. I'm actually going to favorite that. And it's the kinetic dynamo, right? Dynamo. Completely doable. So I'm going to favorite that too. So I've actually made that. Oh, you know what's crazy? What I wanted to mention is to make the Actually Edition's atomic reconstructor. This casing, that's what you had to make there. Tin sheet metal, block of quartz in the middle, and then treated wood scaffolding. So that was kind of fun. And then of course Electrum from Immersive. I think I did that one on stream. And I'm gonna make a lot of these. Whoops, where did it go? Iron casing. Yeah, I'm gonna get sick of making that. Tons of iron.